$1,000 in secured appearance bond. So go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork for you. Andre White, please, and then Jeffrey Jordan.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Andre Jamal what?
And Mr. White, what is your date of birth?
11/13/94.
Thank you. And you are here today because you were arrested for burglary in the second degree, a class 3 felony, with an offense date of on or about April 26, 2025. I didn't find probable cause for that violation. I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting 2 hearings in your case, the first on May 6th at 8:30. And the second one on May 8th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $5,000. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you may not go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with an alleged victim. All right, go ahead, step to the left.
Sure.
Jordan Jeffrey, please.
Thank you.
Morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Jordan.
Mr. Jordan, what's your date of birth?
5/15/1979.
Thank you. And you are here today because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of narcotic drugs for sale, a class 2 felony, transportation and or selling of narcotic drugs, a class 2 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, tampering with or attempting to destroy evidence, a class 6 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing you an attorney. I'm setting 2 hearings in your case, the first on May 6th at 8:30 and the second one on May 8th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in your case in the amount of $5,000. All right, go ahead, step left. Dominic Zeno and then Mark Tan, please.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, sir. Give me just a second. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Dominic Zeno,
And Mr. Zeno, what is your date of birth?
December 14th, 1955.
Thank you. And sir, you are here today because you were surrendered on a bond in your case, CR 2014-000136. Because this was initially a failure to appear warrant, an attorney should already have been appointed for you in this matter. So I'm not making an attorney determination for you today. I am setting hearings on May 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,800 and affirming all prior release conditions. Go ahead, step to the left.
Here you go, sir.
Mark Tan, please, and then Tanya Nave. All right, Mr. Tan, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Mark Tan.
And Mr. Tan, what is your date of birth?
12/9/93.
Thank you. And you are here today because you were arrested yesterday on 2 charges: theft of a means of transportation, a class 3 felony, and criminal trespass, a class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those, and I am appointing you an attorney. I'm setting 2 hearings in your case, the first on May 6th at 8:30 and the second one on May 8th at 8:30. In the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your case in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Tanya Nave, please, and then Nathan Millard.
Hi.
Good morning, ma'am. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Tanya Marie Nave, 12/22/1984.
All right, and Ms. Nave, you are here on two matters today. You are here today because... Oh, yeah, hold on. Okay. Because the Apache Junction Municipal Court issued a warrant for your arrest in their probation violation matter.
Yeah, they told me when I get out of here, I have to go down there.
Okay, so in that, for purposes of appointing you an attorney in that matter, I am finding that you are indigent, and an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be on May 5th at 8:30 in the Apache Junction Municipal Court.
Okay.
In the Apache Junction Municipal Court case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. Now, you're also here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of, you were arrested on charges of organized retail theft of merchandise, a Class 4 felony, shoplifting, a Class 4 felony, and removal of goods, a Class 4 felony, and shoplifting concealment, a Class 4 felony, with an offense date of honor about April 11th of 2025. I am finding probable cause for all of those violations, and I am appointing you an attorney in your new matter. Now, in your new matter, I am setting two hearings, the first on May 6th at 8:30 and the second one on May 8th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your new matter in the amount of $2,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Nathan Millard, please. Nathan, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Nathan Millard.
Mr. Millard, what is your date of birth?
8/14/95.
Thank you. And Mr. Millard, you are here on three matters. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with your new matter, all right? You were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that, and I am appointing you an attorney. I'm setting two hearings in your new matter, the first one on May 6th at 8:30 and the second one on May 8th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your new case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Now, you are also here because you're on probation in two 2024 matters. They are CR 2024-11271 and CR 2024-126381. Now, the allegations, the new charges the new allegations in your new case would constitute a violation of Term 1 of your probation in both 24 cases. In the probation violation matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings in both probation violation cases on May 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In both probation violation cases, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. So for all three cases, that's a combined secured appearance bond of $750. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours because you're on intensive probation. Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. Do we need to pause for a minute, Marissa? Do we need to pause for a minute? Okay.
No, this is the PST one. I just make sure it didn't need an envelope or something.
Okay. Emilio Acosta Pulido, please.
Thank you.
And then Clarissa Lopez. All right, Mr. Pulido, please go ahead and state your name for the record.
Emilio Acosta Pulido.
Mr. Pulido, what is your date of birth?
3/26/96.
Thanks. And you are here on three matters, sir. You are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and criminal trespass and the third degree, a class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting 2 hearings in your new matter, the first on May 6th at 8:30 and the second one on May 8th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your new matter, I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Now, you are also here because you have, you're on probation in CR 2023-00216. In your 216, and also you're on probation in CR 2023-108106. In both probation violation, wait, hold on, I'm sorry. I was trying to, So let's go ahead, let's talk about the your first probation matter, which is CR 2023-002-106. In that case, the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear. In that matter, because it is a failure to appear warrant, an attorney should already have been appointed for you, so I'm not appointing one for you today. I am setting hearings in that failure to appear matter on May 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and I am setting a secured appearance bond in the failure to appear matter in the amount of $250. Finally, you are here because on another failure to appear matter, this in your CR 2023-108106 matter. In that case, the Maricopa County Superior Court also issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in that matter. Again, I'm not appointing you an attorney in that matter because one should already have been appointed for you if you are eligible to have, if you are entitled to have an attorney appointed for you. I am setting a hearing on May 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. So that would be a combined, for all 3 cases, secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,250. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you will need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours because you are on intensive probation. Okay, go ahead, step to the left. Clarissa Lopez, please, and then Antonio Jimenez.
Hello.
Morning, ma'am. Go ahead and state your name for the record.
Clarissa Lopez, 71578.
Thank you. And Ms. Lopez, you are here on 2 matters. Okay, hold on just a second. Let's see what do this. All right. You are here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest for failure to appear in 2 of your probation matters, which are CR 2019-103256 and CR 2024-000988. In both of those matters, I'm not appointing an attorney for you today because if you are entitled to have an attorney appointed for you, one should already have been appointed for you in those matters. I am setting hearings in both matters on May 6th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In both cases, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $750. If you're able to post those bonds, combined $1,500, and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Go ahead, step to the left.
Okay. May I ask, please, the reason why I failed to appear was because my cousin passed away during the time that I was supposed to show up for my court appointment. I have been taking a good, clean record with my probation officer up until. If you can check, I promise you that I have a clean record with them. I've been reporting up until. And I got arrested without my purse, so I'm not going to have anything when I go back. I got put to the street ever since my cousin passed away, and that's where I was stabilizing myself and reporting with my probation officer, so I won't be able to post bond, and I don't have any other family here to post it for me. So I was asking the court if they could please waive the bonds, and
I'm not going to waive the bond today. It looks like you haven't been in contact with probation since your last contact was January 23rd. So it's been several months, and you're on probation, and you need to do that. So go ahead, step to the left.
That's not yours.
Oh, that's my name.
It's not yours, that's ours.
Okay.
Just take a seat, thank you.
Antonio Jimenez, please, and then Vanessa Poitra. Morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Antonio Jimenez,
And Mr. Jimenez, what is your date of birth?
August 20, 1990.
Thank you. And you are here today, sir, on two cases. You were arrested yesterday on charges. We're going to talk about your new case first. You were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. Did find probable cause for both of those, and I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting, I'm setting two hearings in your case, the first on May 6th at 8:30 and the second one on May 8th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your new matter in the amount of $500. Now, you are also here because you are on probation in CR 2025-102347. And your new charges for which you were arrested yesterday would constitute a violation of Term 1 of your existing probation. In your probation violation matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting a hearing on May 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your probation violation matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Vanessa Poitra, please, and then Justin Austin.
Hello.
Hi. Go ahead and state your name for the record, ma'am.
Vanessa Renee Poitra,
And Ms. Poitra, what is your date of birth?
1/1891.
Thank you. And Ms. Poitra, you are here today because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in their case CR 2023-126130. I'm not appointing an attorney for you today because one should already have been appointed for you if you were entitled to an attorney in this matter. I am setting a hearing on May 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay, go ahead, step to the left. Justin Austin?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and after Mr. Austin, we're going to have Dietrich Small. Mr. Austin, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Justin Ty Austin.
All right, and Mr. Austin, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on, did you tell me your date of birth?
1/12/99, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes,
All right, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that, and I am appointing you an attorney.
Okay.
I am setting hearings on May 15th at 8:30 and May 19th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those hearings?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay, then I'm going to release you today to pretrial services. So you will need to register with pretrial services, and you do need to go to your hearings.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, Dietrich Small, please, and then Nicholas Day. Morning, Mr. Small. Go ahead and state your name for the record.
Dietrich Small,
Mr. Small, what's your date of birth?
May 1st, 1981.
All right. And Mr. Small, you're here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that, for those violations. You were also arrested on charges of possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I didn't find probable cause for that violation, but that's just based upon the very limited information that I have in front of me, and charges may still be brought against you for that violation, okay? I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting 2 hearings in your case. The first on May 15th at 8:30, and the second one on May 19th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to release you today to pretrial services. So you just need to sign up with them, and their name is, or their contact information is on that form. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nicholas Day, please. Mr. Day, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Nicholas Day,
And Mr. Day, what's your date of birth?
October 15th, 1987.
Thank you. Mr. Day, you are here today because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. Did find probable cause for all of those violations, and I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings in your case on May 15th at 8:30 and May 19th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to release you today in your own recognizance. You do need to go to those.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sierra Sanders, please, and then Corey Struckness.
Hello.
Hi, Ms. Sanders, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Sierra Sanders,
And Ms. Sanders, what is your date of birth?
October 20th, 2005.
Thank you. And you are here today because you were arrested yesterday on charges of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those violations. For purposes of appointing you an attorney, I am finding that you are indigent, and an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be in the Goodyear Municipal Court on May 14th at 1 p.m. Will you go to that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance, but subject to certain release conditions, including no returning to the scene of the alleged crime. Any contact with the alleged victim. Even if you live with the alleged victim, you will need to find someplace else to live. Okay. All right, go ahead, step left. Corey Struckness, please, and then Candace Lewis. Mr. Struckness, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Corey joining instructions, July 5th, 1988.
Thank you. And you are here today because the Santan Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. It's an initial arrest warrant for violation of criminal trespass in the first degree, which allegedly occurred on or about July 14th of 24. Because of the nature of the charges, you are not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you today. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on May 20th at 9 a.m. in the Santan Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance, no going back to the scene of the alleged crime or having any contact with the alleged victim.
Okay, thank you.
Candace Lewis, please, and then Andrew Schubert.
Hello.
Hi. Ms. Lewis, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Candace Lewis,
Okay, and Ms. Lewis, you are here to, and what's your date of birth?
8/11/1988.
Thanks. And you are here today because the North Mesa Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest for a failure to comply, to pay or otherwise comply with court orders in their case. Because of the nature of the charges, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you here today. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on May 15th at 1 p.m. in the North Mesa Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
Go to your court hearing
Yeah.
so you don't. So this.
Yeah, I have to be done already. I got the certificate I need. I just need I'm on community service, and I should be done. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it taken care of.
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Andrew Schubert and then Brandale Owens. Mr. Schubert, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Andrew Schubert.
And Mr. Schubert, what's your date of birth?
4/11/73.
And Mr. Schubert, you are here today because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest on a direct complaint, which alleges that on or about April 6th of 2024, you committed the violation of theft of a means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. I am appointing you an attorney in that case, so you can talk to the attorney about any questions you may have about those allegations. I am setting hearings in your case, the first on May 15th at 8:30 and the second one on May 19th at 8:30. Will you go to those?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. No returning to the scene of the alleged crime, having any contact with the alleged victim.
Okay. I was ticketed for riding in a stolen vehicle, so
Okay.
I don't understand any of this.
Okay.
But
Well, you can talk to your attorney about that, and hopefully you and your attorney can work that out. All right, go ahead, step to left.
all right, thank you.
Brandell Owens, please.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Brendel Owens,
And Mr. Owens, what is your date of birth?
12/26/1985.
Thanks. And you are here because you were arrested on charges of theft, a Class 6 felony with an offense date of on or about April 20th, 2025. Did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting hearings in your case on May 15th at 8:30 and May 19th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to release you to pretrial services, so you will need to sign up with them, please.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. All right. Oh my God, that's so small. Sherry Duplain. I can tell if that was an I or an L at the end. I just got new glasses today. Apparently they're not working. Miss Duplain, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Cherie Danielle Duplain.
It's Duplain?
Duplain, yes, French.
Oh, okay. All right, and Miss Duplain, what is your date of birth?
01/31/88.
All right, and you are here today because the state of Louisiana issued a warrant for your arrest. Did they give you that white laminated paper back there?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. So the state of Louisiana has issued a warrant for your arrest, and that state wants you back on this warrant. And you said you'd reviewed that information on that white card? Okay.
I kind of understand it. I've never been in trouble before, so I don't really get none of this.
Okay, so you have choices. And I will say that you don't have to make this choice. You necessarily have to do anything today. I will set you a hearing, and you can talk to the judge at that hearing as well. Okay, as I stated, you have a warrant from the state of Louisiana. You have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days, which would be Louisiana. Or you can demand an extradition hearing that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of Arizona and Louisiana before you are sent back to the state of Louisiana. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for Louisiana to come for you. That 30 days would start tomorrow as long as you do not have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, the 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. If you choose to have an extradition hearing, I will set your hearing for May 12th at 1:30 p.m. in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you would have the right to hire a lawyer at your expense if you choose. You are entitled to bail, which in this case would be $25,000 in a secured appearance bond. If you aren't able to post the bail, you would be held in custody during that time or until another judge modifies your bail. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of Arizona and Louisiana is required to extradite you to Louisiana. That process could take up to 90 days. So you have the opportunity now to choose whether you or not you want to waive your right to an extradition hearing.
So that means I would stay here and I'd be able to post bond?
So if you waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held here for a period of 30 days to allow non-bondable, for a period of 30 days to allow Louisiana to come for you. If you choose to have your extradition hearing, which would be on May 12th, you could you talk to the judge at the May 12th hearing, and I would set bond today in the amount of $25,000 secured bond, and you could work with a bonding company to post that.
I think I'll pick that.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you are not waiving your right to an extradition hearing. And as I said, I am setting your hearing on May 12th at 1:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court and setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. So if you go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork for you. All right, and with that, I don't think we have any house calls, and I think, all right, well, thank you, officer. I think that concludes the 8 a.m. initial appearance calendar for April 30th, 25, and we're going to go ahead and stand adjourned until the 11 a.m. calendar.
Like 15 years into this, they just take my word for no Robert. Yeah, and no family. Weapons go and everything. Well, I was looking for the car all the time. He said my car matched the car in Robert. And then like he took him to those officers just like that. Like how did that? Two of them recognized me. Okay. But because the car matched, they still have to do the job. Oh, yeah. It's just how it is. Because you know, officers, people that car,
right, thank you. Please be seated. What's that?
I didn't hear the other note.
Oh. No, you did good. All is well. Okay, thank you. All right, can the interpreter hear me?
Yes, Judge, I can hear you.
All right, great. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for April 30th, 2025.
Esta es la lista de causas para las comparecencias iniciales del 30 de abril del 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the first calendar of the month will also apply to these hearings.
Las órdenes judiciales para la toma de huellas dactilares y muestras de ADN hechas al principio del mes siguen en vigor.
Mr. Artiles Mena, will you please come to the podium?
Señor Artiles Mena, por favor acérquese al atril.
Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Hola, señor, ¿me puede dar su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
15 de febrero del 99.
¿Su nombre?
Lázaro Artiles Mena.
Lázaro Artiles Mena, February 15, 1999.
All right, thank you. You have been arrested on the following allegations.
Usted ha sido arrestado por las siguientes alegaciones.
Discharging a weapon at an occupied structure, that's a Class 2 felony.
Disparar un arma de fuego a una estructura que estaba ocupada, eso es un delito mayor clasificación 2.
2 allegations of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, those are Class 3 felonies.
Y 2 cargos de agresiones con agresión con agravantes, un delito mayor clasificación 3.
There is probable cause for those crimes, and the court is appointing a lawyer to represent you in this case.
Hay motivo de procesamiento para estos delitos y el tribunal le ha nombrado a un abogado para que lo represente en estas causas.
Your next 2 court hearings will be a status conference, May 6th at 8:30 in the morning.
Las siguientes 2 audiencias que tendrá será una audiencia de actualización el 6 de mayo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
And a preliminary hearing, May 8th at 8:30 in the morning.
Y una audiencia preliminar el 8 de mayo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
The court address for those and the dates will be on your paperwork.
La dirección del tribunal y la hora, todo aparecerá en los documentos que se le van a dar.
You have a $150,000 cash-only appearance bond.
Usted tiene una fianza de $150,000 en efectivo únicamente.
You also have written conditions you're ordered to comply with.
Y también hay condiciones en cuanto a sus medidas cautelares por escrito con las cuales tendrá que cumplir.
Those include no contact with the alleged victims, whether you are in or out of custody.
Eso incluye no tener contacto con las supuestas víctimas, aunque usted esté o no esté en detención.
Nor with any witnesses or arresting officers.
Ni tampoco contacto con ningún testigo ni oficiales que lo hayan arrestado.
If you are out of custody, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crimes.
Y si estuviera excarcelado, no ha de regresar al lugar de donde ocurrieron los supuestos hechos.
You may not possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription.
Y no ha de poseer ningún arma de fuego ni drogas sin una receta válida.
No alcohol and no driving without a valid license.
Tampoco alcohol ni conducir un vehículo sin una licencia de conducir válida.
If you violate these conditions or miss a court date, then you will not receive your bond money back at the end of the case, and there will be a warrant issued for your arrest.
Y si usted quebrantara estas condiciones o no se presentara a una audiencia, no le devolverían la fianza si la depositara y también se emitiría una orden para su arresto.
Your complete orders are in writing, and the officer has your copy right there. Thank you, officer.
Las órdenes de sus medidas cautelares están por escrito, y aquí la gente le está dando una copia de ellas.
You please take those. You can step out to your left. Please.
Puede tomarlas y pase a su izquierda.
All right. And if the interpreter could make a general call, we'll see if we have any other customers lurking.
Yes, Judge. ¿Hay alguien más en la sala que necesite la ayuda de un intérprete?
Okay. Well, looks like we have no hands. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome, Judge. Disconnecting now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Serrano, Efren Serrano, and then Alexander Resentencing. Well, you know how to say your name. Alexander, if you go to the chair, please. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Efren Serrano, 4/8/1977. I request SMI court, please. I'm SMI and a special...
Okay, Mr. Serrano,
yes.
Right now there's only one initial appearance court, so I'm going to do this hearing. What happens at your later court hearings will be up to the court that's assigned your case. So this is just your initial appearance, all right? You were arrested on a probation warrant. You're on felony probation, and on April 25th, there was another supplemental petition to revoke your probation filed, alleging that you violated terms 3 and 25. You'll get a copy of that supplemental petition from your lawyer. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. It'll be the same lawyer that you have for the other pending petition. So you need to go to court to have a revocation arraignment on this newly filed supplemental petition. That's going to be May 7th at 8:30 in the morning, which is 1 week from today in the downtown probation court. And pursuant to Arizona law, you are held without bond in this case. You do not have bond as of today in this case, but you will be back in court in 1 week. You can talk to your lawyer, you can talk to the probation judge. As far as SMI court or anything like that, that is entirely up to the judge who has this case. That's going to be the probation judge. All right, if you step out to your left, you'll be all done for today.
Can I ask you, what's the crime that I committed? I mean...
It's probation violation. It's going to be detailed in the supplemental petition. You'll get a copy of the supplemental petition from your lawyer. It's new violations of probation alleged since you went into probation violation proceeding.
Could I request a bond on my own recognizance? Because
you just did request it. This court will not order it. This court believes there is a high probability that you're going to be revoked to prison. So you do not have bail today, Mr. Serrano. Talk to your lawyer in a week. If the probation judge wants to let you out, they can do that if they choose to.
Oh.
All right. If you step to your left, though, you'll be all done for today. All right, Mr. Wachowski, I'm sure I mangled that. After that, Latanya Hill, we go to the chair, please. Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Alexander Chris Rezecki III, October 19th of 1989.
All right, thank you. You are also here on a probation violation warrant. And this warrant issued April 28th of 2025 after a petition to revoke your probation was filed. It alleges that you violated terms 7, 14, and 15. You'll get a copy of that from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you in probation court. Your court date there will also be 1 week from today, May 7th, 8:30 in the morning. It is a revocation arraignment of possible disposition hearing, and this court finds that in all reasonable probability you are going to suffer a term of incarceration in this case. Therefore, you are held without bail. Same thing applies as what I told that gentleman. You're back in court next week. If the probation judge is looking at reinstating you, or they can simply give you a bond, you can talk to your lawyer. But on these facts as presented, this court believes there's a high probability that you're going to go to prison. So if you step to your left, you'll be all done with your paperwork. All right, Ms. Hill? Then Shannon Goldstein, will you go to the chair? This is supposed to be Hill.
Hill?
Yeah, Goldstein was supposed to sit in the chair. Did I speak? I said Goldstein. It's okay. Let me just see Ms. Hill real quick, Ms. Goldstein. I'm going to see Ms. Hill. If Ms. Goldstein will please sit in the chair. I'm sorry for any confusion. I'm not sure whether it was me or somebody else, but we got confused. Ms. Hill, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Latanya Denise Hill, 10/18/1969.
All right,
I have an attorney.
I know.
contacted
So,
her.
Ms. Hill, you're here on a warrant that issued from mental health with Rule 11 court.
Yeah.
And so you've been charged in this case with narcotic drug possession class 4 felony. I'm going to send you for a status conference in mental competency court. We call that Rule 11 court. That's going to be May 8th at 9 in the morning. That's
May
1 week
8th.
from tomorrow. 1 week
Why
from
would I wait?
tomorrow.
No. I have a question. My attorney's supposed to be here
I'm not
today.
done yet, ma'am. Hold on.
But my attorney's
The
supposed to be
probation,
here.
sorry, not probation. The mental competency court already made specific findings in your case and ordered that you are to be held without bond to continue participating in the mental competency
There's
proceedings.
nothing to
So
participate in.
I'm not giving you bail today, ma'am. That judge has already ordered that.
Has
you
my
are-
attorney contacted this court?
I'm sorry?
Has my attorney contacted this court specifically?
No, ma'am.
Then she's supposed to. I contacted her and the supervisor. They requested my bond to be with, not to have there's no bond. I had an order submitted for me to have the warrant dismissed on Friday, and it
All
hasn't
right.
been
Well, you're
done.
going to have to take that up with the judge who issued it. You'll see that person 1 week from tomorrow. Go ahead and grab your paperwork, ma'am. Good luck. All right. Now, Ms. Goldstein, please. After that, Jason Carter, will you go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Shannon Lee Goldstein, 92471.
All right, thanks. You're here on two things. One is a new felony case and one is a misdemeanor warrant. In the new felony case, you have been charged by a grand jury with one count of theft as a class 3 felony, which is between, I believe it's between $4,000 and $25,000 is the range, but it's a class 3 felony. The alleged offense dates were July 1st of 2013 to May 1st of 2014. And it looks like this indictment was handed down quite a few years ago. It looks like the warrant went out September 5th of 2017. But you'll get a copy of the charge and police reports from your lawyer if you hire one. It looks like at this moment in time, you do not financially qualify for court-appointed counsel. So I'm not appointing a lawyer to represent you. You have the right to hire one at your own expense or to represent yourself. Your next court date will be an arraignment hearing, which is 1 week from today, May 7th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. And I am affirming the bond set when the warrant issued, which is $10,000. It is secured. That means you can use a bail bond company to post bail, possibly for less than the full amount. Absolutely no contact with any alleged victims or witnesses. Don't go to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any co-defendants. I don't know whether you have any. You'll find out when you get a copy of the indictment. Now, you're also here on a warrant from the Hasayampa Justice Court, where you failed to appear on a driving on suspended license case. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor. It looks like this warrant issued April 28th of 2016. Your next court date in that Justice Court will be an arraignment hearing May 5, which is this Monday, 8:30 in the morning. And this is a misdemeanor, although it does appear to be a legitimate failure to appear, meaning it appears you had notice of the hearing and you deliberately did not appear. I'm setting a $50 bond in this case, $50 placeholder bond. That's to make sure you get credit for time in custody in the event you can't post that larger bond.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
$50 in this case. It's to give you credit for time in custody if you're unable to post the larger bond. If you end up stuck in jail for a bit on that grand jury case, then they will take you to court on Monday the 5th for the misdemeanor, and you will get credit for time served in the misdemeanor case should you ever need some. Everything is on your paperwork. Your court dates are both next week. You can grab that step out your left. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter. And then Carlos Villela Del Val, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Jason Clint Carter, 42281.
Thank you. You're on a new case. You were arrested for aggravated harassment with a conviction for harassment. That's a Class 5 felony. Aggravated harassment in violation of an order of protection. That's a Class 6 felony. Interfering with judicial proceedings by disobeying a court order. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. And threatening by using an electronic communications device to make threats. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, May the 6th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. That's this coming Tuesday. The preliminary hearing is Thursday, May 8th at 8:30, same court. And I'm setting bail in the amount recommended by the state in your case, which is $5,000. It is cash only. If you post it, you go out on an ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim for any reason, whether you are in or out of custody. This overrides any and all family court orders. It overrides any and all orders of protection. You may categorically have zero contact with her. Not third parties, not social media, not fake made-up accounts. No contact. You may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. You have to obey the terms of any and every order of protection that's been served on you. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. You step out to your left, you'll be all done for tonight.
Oh, Your Honor, the $5,000, I can get a bond for that, or you said it had to be cash?
It's cash only. Bail bondsmen will put up the cash, but they charge more because they have to deposit the full amount instead of just put up a bail bond. A bail bond is something they do with insurance underwriters. It's cheaper for them. They don't have to park the money.
Okay.
Cash bail, they have to park the money, so I believe they charge more. You'll have to call them and ask them what they charge. And Mr. Carter, I also put a statute on your paperwork that I include in most every case with victims, but you should look it up. A single act of harassment committed while this case is pending, a single act, that could be one text that says I love you or I'm sorry, one text. You could be held without bond on the new felony of aggravated harassment. Look up that statute. It is this court's hope that will keep you flying right if you are out of custody or whether you're in custody, that you can be held no bond on a brand new aggravated harassment charge, because violating a no victim contact order in a criminal case in the smallest way, if it is found to be harassment, it is a felony. That was as of pushing 3 years ago. The law changed. So there are extremely serious consequences for violating this. I strongly recommend and order you not to. All right, if you step to your left, you're going to break your be all done. Thank you, Mr. Biella. And then Michael Dunn, we go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
My full name is Carlos Villa del Val, 726 and 75.
Okay, thanks. You're here on one probation warrant and a warrant from the Tolleson City Court. I'm going to start with your probation warrant. You are on felony probation, and there was a petition to revoke your probation filed on February 5th. It alleges that you violated terms 6, 7, 11, and 12. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing 1 week from today, which is May 7th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. And I am affirming the bond set by the probation judge in that case, which is $2,500 secured with written release conditions. All right, in the Tolleson City Court case, it is a shoplifting case. It is also post-conviction. You've already been convicted. This issued January 16th of 2025. It's a failure to pay or failure to comply warrant. So your next court date in Tolleson City Court will be an arraignment this Monday, May 5th at 8:30 in the morning. That address is on your paperwork. And in this Tolleson case, you just have a $50 secured appearance bond to make you eligible for credit for time in custody and to make sure they will take you for court on Monday if you're still in the jail. Everything's on your paperwork. Your total bond is $2,550. Thank you. Mr. Dunn? And then Devon Kelly, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Michael Robert Dunn, March 1st, 1985.
All right, thanks. You're here in a new case. You're arrested for third-degree burglary, a Class 4 felony, dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a status conference, May 6th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing May 8th at 8:30 in the same court. Your bond is $2,500. It is secured if you post it. Comply with all of your conditions. Those include: do not go to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, arresting officer, or co-defendant, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Contact your PO within 72 hours of release. Looks like you're on probation out of Pinal County.
No, ma'am.
They allege that you are. So but
okay,
it doesn't matter in terms of this, because
Right.
if you're not on probation and you don't call them, there will be no consequence. So
Yeah, I'm not on probation.
they list PO notified of arrest via email. So a lot of people tell me they're not on probation because they think they're not.
I have a paper
Well,
saying I got off early.
Sorry?
I got off early about December, I think.
Okay, so then that will go away naturally on its own. All right, if you step out to your left, you'll be all done.
Thank you.
Mr. Kelly? Then Kristen Malone, will you go to the chair, please? Pardon me. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Devon County, July 1st, 1983.
July 1st?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. You're here on 3 matters. One's a new case and 2 are probation warrants. In your new case, you got arrested for dangerous drug possession, and narcotic drug possession as a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia possession Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, except not the dangerous drugs, because the police didn't provide enough information to support the allegation that it was meth. So that will have to wait for lab results. But for purposes of this hearing only, the court does not find probable cause on the dangerous drug allegation only. It is not dismissed. You can talk to your lawyer about how that works. So I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your status conference in this brand new case will be this coming Tuesday, May 6th at 8:30, with a preliminary hearing May 8th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. You are also here on 2 probation violation warrants. You're on probation in 2 separate felony cases. Back on December 2nd of last year, there were warrants for your arrest issued because the petitions allege that you violated terms 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 15 of your intensive probation. You'll get copies of those petitions from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you in probation court. Your court date in probation court is going to be the next day, it looks like, May 7th at 8:30 in the morning. That's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. Your bond in the aggravated DV case, the aggravated domestic violence probation case, that's number 19 on the calendar. It's $1,500 secured. In the drug case, it's $500 secured. In the new case, it is $50 secured just to make you eligible for credit for time in custody. So that is $2,050 total. If you bond out, comply with all of your conditions, and call your PO within 24 hours because you're on IPS. He's got your paperwork. Thank you. Ms. Malone? And then Amanda Nye, will you go to the chair, please? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Kristen Malone, 2395.
All right, thank you. You're here on 2 things. One is a warrant in a felony case. One's a warrant in a misdemeanor case. In the felony case, can you ask me to keep it down, please? In the felony case, you got arrested for, the charges are narcotic drug possession Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia possession Class 6 felony. This one issued August 21st of 2023 after you failed to appear at a status conference. You already have a lawyer in this case. Your status conference is going to be rescheduled for May 6th, this Tuesday at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with preliminary hearing May 8th at 8:30 in the same court. I'm affirming the bond set by the judge who issued that, and that is $1,000 secured with written conditions. In the Santan Justice Court, there's a warrant out for you in a shoplifting case. It is a Class 1 misdemeanor. This is an initial arrest warrant, which means probably they tried to find you with the constable or a summons and they couldn't find you. So looks like you've been charged in that court with shoplifting, a Class 1 misdemeanor, allegedly committed August 30th of 2023. This one issued in January of 2024. So your next court date is going to be an arraignment hearing this Monday, May 5th at 8:30 in the morning in the Santan Justice Court. Your bond in the shoplifting case is $50 secured. That's what we call a placeholder bond. It's to make sure that you get credit for time in custody if you can't post 1,000. If you do post on everything, do not miss your court dates and comply with your conditions. Don't go back to where the store was, etc. Or if you step out to your left, you'll be all done. Ms. Nye? And then Mr. Garcia, will you go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Amanda Nye, 8/14/79.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a probation warrant. You're on probation for a couple of felonies, and back on February 11th of this year, there was a petition to revoke your probation filed alleging that you violated terms 3 and 5. You'll get a copy of it from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date is a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing 1 week from today, which is May 7th, 8:30 in the morning. And your bond is $500 secured. I'm just affirming what the probation judge gave you. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and call your PO within 72 hours. He's got your paperwork for you right here. Mr. Garcia?
I thought I didn't have anything left. I signed off on everything.
And then Jenna Cedillo, will you go to the chair? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Mr. Aviles Garcia. I'm 05/27/1982.
All right, thank you. You are here on a warrant in a pending case. You failed to appear at a status conference on April 6th of 2024 in a case in which you've been charged with possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possessing drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, obstruction by refusal to provide a true name, that's a Class 2 misdemeanor, and criminal trespassing, a Class 3 misdemeanor. You already have a lawyer in this case. Your next court date will be a status conference this Tuesday, May 6th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. And your preliminary hearing will be May 8th at 8:30. You have a $500 secured appearance bond and written release condition. If you bond out, comply comply with all of those. Do not miss your court dates. He's got your paperwork for you right there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Cedillo? And then Brianna Tafoya, we go to the chair, please. Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Janae Cedillo, 9/16/83.
All right, thank you. You are here on 4 things. 1 is a new case. 3 are page 2. So term 1 holds in your probation cases. I'm going to start with your new case. You were booked in on new charges of possessing dangerous and narcotic drugs. Those are class 4 felonies. Also drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date in this new case will be this Tuesday, May 6th at 8:30 in the morning. That's a status conference. 2 days later, you'll have a preliminary hearing, May 8th at 8:30 in the morning. Now, you're also here on 3 probation holds. That means probation has notified the court they will be filing petitions to revoke your probation in all 3 of your probation cases. So you will have a lawyer appointed in all of those. You'll go to probation court 1 week from today, which is May 7th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. That address will be on the paperwork. In each of your 3 probation cases, your bond is $250 secured. In the new case, it is $50 secured to make you eligible for credit for time in custody. That is $800 total. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and call your PO within 72 hours. You've got your paperwork.
A question, I'm sorry. So if I paid the $800, then I can go?
Yep. Call your PO. You're still on probation, even when they're trying to revoke you. Call your PO within 72 hours.
How do I call them?
What's that?
How do I call him?
I'm saying once you bond out, you got to call. If you don't bond out,
I'll call here. Right?
no. Only if you bond out, be sure to call them. It's a reminder. It's actually a standard term of probation. Anytime you leave a jail, you have 72 hours to call your PO. It's in your probation. We just put it on there to remind you and give you the main number in case you don't have it. But if you're in jail, they know. They'll see you next week. If you're out of jail, just start calling and complying because you're still on probation. All right. Thank you. Mr. Foya? Then Jose Lopez, we go to the chair. Where's Ms. Tafoya? Was she the one on the crutches? Ms. Tafoya? Okay. Take your time. Hello, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Brianna Fallon Tafoya.
All right. Were you born December 4th, 1990?
Yes.
All right, thanks. You're here on 5 things. They're all probation violation warrants. You're on felony probation in 5 different cases. And on January 21st of this year, there were petitions to revoke your probation filed in all 5 cases. They allege that you violated terms 3. You guys think I can't hear you. It's loud. It's echoing, okay? You're still in court. I know it doesn't feel like it. Please, if you can keep it down, I appreciate it. I'm sorry, ma'am. So the petitions allege that you violated terms 3, 5, and 15. You'll get a copy of that from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you in all 5 cases. Your court date in probation court for all 5 cases is May. Oh, I apologize. You have 4 probation cases. 1 is a new charge. So in all 4 of your probation cases, your court date is May 7th, 8:30 in the morning. That's 1 week from today. It is a revocation agreement and possible disposition hearing, and the address will be on your paperwork. Now, the new case is number 46 on the calendar because there have been new charges filed against you. They date back a little bit, though. Looks like you've now been charged with possessing narcotic and dangerous drugs, both class 4 felonies, and drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, from back on April 16th of 2024. And this comes from Mesa, and it looks like you just got charged about a week ago in that case. So it's a year-old case, but you just got charged. All right, so I'm going to appoint a lawyer for you. You have different court dates because this is a new case. It's going to be a status conference Tuesday, May 6th at 8:30 in the morning, and a preliminary hearing Thursday, May 8th at 8:30. But all of your court dates that I'm setting are next week, and I'm appointing a lawyer for you and everything. In this new case, you just have a $50 placeholder bond to make you eligible for credit for time in custody. So your total bond is $1,050. It is secured. If you bond out, comply with all of your conditions, and call your PO within 72 hours. He's got your paperwork for all 5 cases.
What about a medical clearance? Would I be able to get one? I have syphilis, and
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You definitely need to tell that to medical back here. You were accepted. That means the sheriff's office they believe that they can take care of your medical needs. Just make sure medical knows, because obviously you need treatment if you've got an active case of syphilis. Good luck.
Yeah, I have a hole in my foot too, a really bad hole.
Well, they accepted you, ma'am. So there's not a medical.
They didn't even look at it.
Well, there's not a medical get out of jail free card. No.
Okay.
So, good luck.
All right, thank you. I asked for my.
Mr. Lopez.
Yeah, so you don't hear that, take the report.
All right. Thank you.
And then Sean Carlisle will go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Jose Lopez, June 17, 1991.
All right, thank you. You're here on a bench warrant in a pending case. Looks like you've been charged. Oh, no, I apologize. It's a bench warrant, which means a failure to appear in a probation case. You failed to appear at a revocation arraignment on March 20th of this year, and there was a warrant issued for your arrest. Your next court date is going to be in the probation court. It is a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing in 1 week, May 7th, 8:30 in the morning. You already have the public defender appointed in your case. Your bond is $250. I'm just affirming what the probation judge gave you. If you post it, comply with all of your written conditions. Call your PO within 72 hours of hitting the street if you do make bond. He's going to have your paperwork for you right here.
Just pay $250 and I can go.
Correct. Call your PO because you know what? If you do it again, if you bond out and you go in the wind, they can issue a no bond warrant for you. So if you want to be out of custody, you have to call your PO, get compliant, and stop missing your court dates. Okay?
Right. Thank you.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Carlisle, Sean Carlisle. And Savannah Moreno, will you please go to the chair? Savannah. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Sean Carlisle, 6/29/83.
All right, thank you. You are here on a total of 4 matters. 3 are misdemeanor cases. 1 is a new felony arrest. In the new felony case, number 5 on the calendar, you've been accused of possessing narcotic and dangerous drugs. Those are class 4 felonies. Also drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date in the felony cases is May 6th at 8:30 in the morning. That is a status conference this coming Tuesday, with a preliminary hearing May 8th at 8:30 in the morning. And the address, the court address will be on your paperwork. Now, you have 2 warrants from the Arrowhead Justice Court. Those are number 6 and 7 on the calendar. In number 6, you've been charged with 3rd-degree criminal trespassing. That's a class 3 misdemeanor. And the other one is 2nd-degree criminal trespassing, which is a class 2 misdemeanor, and the misdemeanor allegation of failing to appear in a misdemeanor case, which is itself a class 2 misdemeanor. All right, that's the Arrowhead Justice Court, and your court date there is currently set for May 6th at 8:30 in the morning. I'll tell you what to do in a minute if you do make bond. All right, and finally, in the Surprise City Court, number 4 on the calendar, looks like you've been charged with shoplifting, a class 1 misdemeanor. This is a failure to appear warrant that was issued April 21st of 2025. Your court date in Surprise is also set for May 6th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Now, your bonds are as follows. In the Surprise case, I am affirming the $200 secured appearance bond. That's $200 in the Surprise case. In each of the 3 other cases, you have a $50 bond and release condition. So that is $350 total. If you bond out, you need to call your POs and some. No, you don't have a PO.
No, I don't have a PO.
No, you need to pick one of these courts because literally all 3 of these courts you're set on May 6th. If you don't post bond, then it's not your problem. The sheriffs are going to take you to Superior Court. They're going to tell the other 2 to wait. The other 2 will have to bump you by a day or more in order to get you there. But if you bond out, it is your problem. You're going to catch a warrant at any court you don't appear for. And your problem in the other cases is you did get OR'd on Arrowhead Justice Court. You got OR'd out of this court less than 4 to 6 weeks ago, and you did not show up.
Okay.
So if you do that again, the bond is only going to go up. All right, he's got your paperwork for you. Good luck.
Okay. So I can it's $350 to bond out?
$350, yeah. You lose the money and the bond goes up if you do it again, Mr. Carlisle. Okay. All right, good luck. Ms. Moreno, Savannah, and then Elijah Mimlich. Should we please go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Savannah Moreno, 6/20/04.
All right, thanks. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol. That is a class 4 felony, and underage person driving after drinking any amount of alcohol. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for both of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, May 15th, which is 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court, with a preliminary hearing May 19th at 8:30 in the same court. And based on what's been submitted, I'm going to release you to pretrial services with alcohol testing and a strict prohibition on driving. Do you understand what a prohibition is?
I do not.
You don't? It means I forbid you to drive by court order, whether you have a valid license or not. I believe you do not. You are admin per se suspended according to MVD records. That strongly raises the presumption that you are admin per se suspended for drinking. You're not 21, and you allegedly came in with a .21 blood alcohol. What that tells the court, Ms. Moreno, plus the accident, is that you're dangerous behind the wheel of a car. You don't have the right to drive. So I'm just going to tell you the mandatory minimum sentence for what you're accused of, and then I'm going to release you because you don't appear to be taking this all that seriously. The mandatory minimum, if you are convicted, which you're a long way from being convicted, right? You're innocent until proven guilty. As charged yesterday, aggravated DUI, a class 4 felony. If you are convicted, no judge can give you less than 4 months in the Perryville State Women's Prison, followed by probation. You cannot get probation on this charge without first doing 4 months in the state penitentiary. If that's not enough to get you to respect these release conditions, if you drive while the case is pending and something happens, the county attorney is very likely, if you are picked up on this same charge, they're going to start their plea bargain offer at 2.5 years in prison. Because if you lose on both, you'll do 4.5 years. So the penalties for aggravated DUI in Arizona are among the highest in the nation. I tell people this, who I'm releasing, and I'm worried about. I'm very worried about you. You had a very high BAC. You're 20. You're accused of wrecking your own car. If you'd been accused of hurting anyone, you would have a much higher bond, and we wouldn't really be having this conversation. You already lost the right to drive for refusing to take a blood alcohol test. You had no legal right to be driving yesterday. If you were, they accuse you of doing that. They appear to have strong evidence to indicate you were, meaning they allege that they walked up on you at the scene of your own wreck and then got a .21 blood alcohol. It's very difficult to get to a .21 blood alcohol unless, and be walking and talking, unless you have an alcohol problem. People murder other people with their cars all the time. You see that in this court all the time. If that is what you did, you are dangerous. You are, whether you feel like you are or not. Do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Do not drink. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're going to test for us to prove that you're not drinking. Everything is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, you call pretrial when you get out. Don't lose the envelope. If you lose the envelope, you can't call them. So don't lose it. Comply with their testing. Do not miss your court dates. Feel free to look up the statute when you get home about the mandatory minimum. 4 months in prison you face. Right now, you face a possible 4 months in prison. Don't make it worse by violating release conditions. Good luck now.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Milich, and then Asiel Lopez Vargas. We go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Elijah Milich, November 4th, 2030.
Thank you. You're on a new case. You got arrested for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle. It's a Class 5 felony and reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for both of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. You have a status conference scheduled 2 weeks from now, which is May 15th at 8:30 in the morning in the Downtown Superior Court. A preliminary hearing May 19th at 8:30 in the same court. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You are sadly a bit of a cliche, a young person with a motorcycle who thinks it's smarter to play Grand Theft Auto and try to outrun the cops and ends up being accused of a felony. And there appears to be strong evidence. You could walk out at the end of this a convicted felon. Your crime is probation eligible if you truly have no criminal history. I see zero, no criminal history. And this is what I would call aggravated stupidity, not you. I'm saying a person who does this. You're just accused of it. But we see this a lot. I mean, it's comedic. The motorcycle, no criminal history, and then the bright idea of outrunning the cops. And you could very much end up a convicted felon, which frankly is not a good thing and will literally haunt you for the rest of your life. You're going to be dealing with that for the rest of your life if you take a conviction for this. So you should have a strong motive to keep your nose clean, show up, talk to your lawyer. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You've got your court date in 2 weeks. So I'm releasing you because this appears to be aggravated stupidity. If I'm wrong, guys, I can hear you. Please. If I'm wrong, you're going to end up back here, and you're going to take a bad situation and make it truly life-changing. Everything's on your paperwork. Just comply with those conditions. I just said don't drive without a valid license because it appears you have never been arrested before, from what we can tell. Everything is on your paperwork. Come to court. Talk to your lawyer. Don't violate your release conditions, okay? If you step to your left, you'll be all done.
Okay, forward.
Yeah, you're good. Mr. Lopez Vargas, and then Jermaine Carpenter. We go to the chair, please. I know that guy has MH issues. Can we get him out of here? He can't stop talking. Thanks. All right, Mr. Lopez, can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Sorry, Lopez, 11/22/04.
Okay, thanks. You're here on two cases. One is a new case out of University Lakes. The other one is North Mesa Justice Court. In University Lakes, you're accused of driving without a license. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor. And criminal speeding, a Class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those. I'm not appointing a lawyer for you, though, because I am planning to release you today. You're going to go to University Lakes Justice Court in Chandler, May the 20th, which is about 3 weeks from now, 1:30 in the afternoon. I order you not to drive. Do you understand, Mr. Lopez? You may not drive. All right. That's two places on your paperwork, so you cannot mistake it. And to make it very easy for the police to spot it and arrest you for the misdemeanor of violating my order if you do it. The reason is you've got a warrant out for you in a reckless driving case for failing to comply with your conditions. You come in on an accusation that you were going twice the legal limit on the freeway, 124 miles per hour, they allege. So, Mr. Lopez, in this county, if you hit and kill somebody at that speed, just for speeding, even if you're sober, which I assume you were, the county attorney will charge you with second-degree murder, and they will use your prior reckless driving conviction as aggravation to prove that you knew better. This county attorney will absolutely do it. I mean, that's been true in this county for a long time. You kill somebody with shockingly reckless speed alone, they will charge you with second-degree murder. And somehow the people who do it always seem to survive. So you'll end up either the defendant or the dead body. I am worried about you, Mr. Lopez. You don't have a lot of criminal history. Well, they have to list it for me, but they say you have a reckless DUI and or it was pled down to reckless. What I take it as the other one in North Mesa probably started life as a DUI, got pled down to reckless, which means, as I told the last lady, you're dangerous. So comply with your release conditions. Everything is on your paperwork. These are misdemeanors, Mr. Lopez. They're misdemeanors. You could do 6 months in jail for it, but that's the maximum. And I don't have a pretrial option for you, nor do I think that you were under the influence or they would have booked you for that. So I think, again, this is aggravated stupidity if you did it. So use your brain. Don't violate your release conditions. Don't miss your court dates. If you take your paperwork...
And all my court dates and everything are in the paperwork?
Everything you need to know, correct.
And
I apologize. The other one is North Mesa. That's the reckless driving. It's a failure to comply. May 15th at 1 p.m., so that is on your paperwork. So that's actually the first one, and I'm releasing you in that one as well. Same orders. You do not drive. All right. Thank you. You step to your left. Carpenter. And Jason Drum, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Jermaine Isaiah Carpenter, 12/18/1996.
Okay, thanks. You're here on an arrest warrant for an older case. You've been charged in a criminal complaint with selling or transporting for sale narcotic drugs. 2 counts of that, both Class 2 felonies, and the alleged offense date is August 9th of 2024 for one of them and August 20th of 2024 for the other. And it looks like this warrant issued April 2nd of 2025 after the court tried to send you a summons but didn't have a working address. So you have not missed any court dates in this case. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You'll get a copy of the charges and police reports from your lawyer. Your court dates are a status conference, May 15th, which is in 2 weeks at 8:30. Preliminary hearing, May 19th at 8:30. It will all be on your paperwork. And in this case, I am going to release you on your own recognizance. This was a summons case, meaning even the state only ever asked for a summons for you, which is a polite invitation to come to court. We just didn't have a good address. So right now I don't have any reason to think that you won't come to court and you won't comply with release conditions. If you give us one, you're going to end up back here and you're going to get a bond. Okay. So show up. I gave you a lawyer. It's 2 weeks from now. Just meet with your lawyer in 2 weeks and take your case from there. If you miss a court date, you gonna get a warrant and a bond, okay?
Okay.
All right, everything's on your paperwork.
Do you guys need a address for me, or?
Well, we do, but unfortunately, our computers no longer talk to the ones downtown. We're on a legacy system.
Okay.
So I always tell people, it does you no good to update your address with me because it won't go over to downtown. When you get there in the morning on the 15th, just ask the check-in person and say, how do I update my address? I don't actually know how they like to do it downtown, but make sure that you do it. Really do, because the court might send you something that just changes your court date. And if you didn't keep in touch with your lawyer, you might not know. They'll move your court date. You'll catch a warrant and you didn't even know it.
No.
So, but just make sure that's downtown.
Okay. Now, what if I don't have like the address
Like
here?
a regular address?
I moved to a different state.
Oh, well, you got to stick around at least till then. Where are you living right now?
I know. I'm Texas.
All right. Are you okay to stick around until the 15th?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Then, okay, what you need is permission to travel or permission to live there. So that is more important. It is as important, meaning you don't want to get picked up in Texas on a warrant from here because you'll be weeks in the extradition process. So talk to your lawyer and just when you get there, just say, hey, I need permission to live in Texas or go back and forth. And your lawyer will get all the details from you. They'll talk to the prosecutor. Maybe they can even make a deal and they'll present it to the court. As long as you're there on the 15th, you know, you got a strong case to indicate to the court that you'll appear. I don't know. That's up to the court who hears it. Mm-hmm. Just be sure that you raise it with your lawyer in 2 weeks.
That I what?
That you raise it with your lawyer. Tell your lawyer, hey, I've been living in Texas. I need you to give me permission to go back there and stay there while the case is pending.
Okay.
It's just up to the judge who hears it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. If you step back, you'll be all done. Thank you. Mr. Drum. And then Anaya Valdez or Ania Valdez. Hi, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Jason Oliver Drum, 62276.
Okay, thanks. You're in a warrant from Towson City Court. It's a shoplifting case. You have already been convicted. It's a failure to pay or failure to comply. It issued February 21 of 2025. And your next court date is going to be in the Towson City Court, May 19th at 8:30 in the morning, which is 3 weeks from now. They didn't include any information on their warrant about prior FTAs, and I did not feel like looking it up this morning. Some mornings I do, some I don't.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm going to assume you didn't fail to appear. You just failed to pay them.
For what?
Go on the 19th of May and talk to them.
Will do.
If you don't go, you may catch a day where it's city court. You have to actually look it up. But sometimes I do, especially if I feel like I've seen somebody recently. It's the timing of the warrants that can tell me whether it's probably an actual failure to pay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, go talk to them. As long as you show up, we don't have any reason to hold you here.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything's on your paperwork. Just take that with you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good luck. Ms. Valdez. And then Mr. Babaker, Abdelmanim Babaker, will you go to the chair? Mr. Babaker? Where are you? Mr. Babaker? There you go. Okay, thanks. To have a seat right there, sir. Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Naya Valdez, 09-1306.
Okay, thanks. You're hearing a new case. You got arrested for criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for it. And I'm going to send you to the Goodyear City Court. It's going to be an arraignment hearing May 14th at 1 in the afternoon. That's about 2 weeks from now. And I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. My recollection is the police said that the alleged victim does not live where you live, right? You do not live with that person?
No.
Okay, and the offense, they say it happened at your house. I'm not going to prohibit you from going to the scene because that was your house. Just don't have any contact with that person. Even if they contact you first, don't respond. No drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. If you get served with any order of protection or order against harassment, you have to comply with that as well. Otherwise, just come to court on the 14th of May at 1 p.m. and respect your release conditions, okay?
Okay.
All right, everything's on your paperwork. You should be out in a few hours. Good luck, man. Mr. Babaker? And then Julio Alvarez, we go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
March 28, 1966.
Are you Mr. Babaker?
Yes, I am.
All right, thank you.
Abdelmanim Babaker.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for possessing narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. You will meet your lawyer at your next court date in about 2 weeks. That's a status conference, May 15th, 8:30 in the morning, and a preliminary hearing May 19 at 8:30. That will all be on your paperwork. I am going to release you on your own recognizance to come to court. You only have one felony conviction for narcotics, and it looks like you completed probation, as far as I can tell. So I know you know how to come to court and comply with release orders. So just do that, but I'm not going to make anyone babysit you while the case is pending, okay? Everything's on your paperwork. If you just keep that with you, come to court in 2 weeks, okay? All right, good luck, sir. You're all done. He's going to have your paperwork.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Alvarez? And then Anthony Burnett, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Jr.
What's your date of birth, sir?
6/29/76.
Okay, thanks. All righty. You're here on 2 warrants from Kyrene Justice Court. In one of them, you've been convicted of criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and the other one, you've been convicted of disobeying a court order. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in both of those courts May 14th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow, May 14th at 9:30 in the morning. And I'm going to release you and give you a chance to try to go to court on your own. The last time you were here, I did give you a bond. That was last year. I looked it up, $50. But you were here for something else also.
I can't remember that.
And this is failure to pay. So I think on a misdemeanor, I'm going to give you a chance to go and prove whether you will or you won't. They think you won't. They put some little notes saying don't release you because it's your 4th failure to comply. But we don't hold people for non-payment at this jail. We hold them for not going.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a chance fair and square to go.
Right.
If you blow it, you're getting a bond next time.
Okay.
So it might even just be $50, but if you don't have $50, that's the same as no bond. Just go, okay? Even if I assume you probably can't afford to pay them. That's okay. Just go.
Are you going to release today?
I'm releasing you. That's what I'm trying to get you to go.
Okay.
Because if you don't go, I will look it up. It's very easy. In justice court cases, I click one button, and I see my name, I see your name, I look at the dates, I can tell that you didn't go. I give this lecture to every person I release, and I say, about half of us know how to look you up. We will look you up. If you went last time, we will not hold you for non-payment.
Okay.
We will absolutely hold you for not going. Okay. If you blow out the court date, I'm giving you a bond. My sympathy will be nothing.
Okay.
If you show up, but then 3 months later, you're not paying them and they issue a warrant, I'm not going to hold you for not paying.
Okay.
I'll definitely hold you for not going, okay? So just go. Even if you don't have a dime to your name, show up, talk to them, okay? Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Burnett? Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Anthony Burnett Jr., 6/13/96.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Burnett, you are here on a warrant from St. Charles County, Missouri.
Yes, Cartersville.
The
city. Cartersville.
Probably, yeah. It comes out of county courts, the 11th Judicial Circuit,
Yes.
St. Charles County. All right, and it says you've been charged there with first-degree burglary, unlawful use of, that's a Class B felony, unlawful use of a weapon, Class E, property damage in the first degree, a Class E felony, and stealing 750 or more, a Class D felony. The alleged offense date was June 7th of 2024. This warrant went out, February 13th of 2025. And we're here to just talk about your extradition rights, not the underlying charges. But what did you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. The victim in question is my current girlfriend. That lives with me. I was and the reason I even got arrested in the first place because we had got into an altercation about 4 weeks ago, and she did the same thing. So, like, even after this, she's going to get everything.
Okay, well, you're telling me lots of things, Mr. Burnett, that aren't going to end up relevant in an extradition case. But
so what happened?
Because you don't fight the charges here. I literally do not decide whether you did this.
Correct. I was speaking. Only I was speaking about that because I seen where they had gave me a $50,000 bond. I was trying to see if there any way I can get a more reasonable bond.
No. And not in an extradition case. No, we're not. No, sorry. I don't take people's words for things. Mm-hmm. And they get the bond that they want. I will do it as secured in this case, based on your criminal history.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like it's not much. You have
possession of marijuana.
July of 2015, Arkansas. Drugs, firearms, contributing to delinquency. They newly processed a lot of that.
I was never convicted.
So it's okay. But,
yes.
So Mr. Burnett, so here's the thing, though. On an armed burglary charge, even if literally you and the alleged victim in this Missouri case, were saying I love you to one another yesterday. That has nothing to do with whether you might have actually committed a very serious DV offense against her. In fact, it might make it slightly more likely. So I do not assume that just because she is speaking with you, living with you, telling you that she loves you, that you didn't do all of these things. I don't. I know you're presumed innocent, but I'm not going to presume that just because you're having contact with her, according to you.
I understand.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you don't want to waive extradition, I'm setting bond at $50,000. So, let me tell you about your extradition rights, because this is a simple proceeding. I just have to give you, I'm going to tell you your extradition rights first, okay? Now I'm off my whole spiel on that. So, you have 4 basic rights in an extradition matter. First, you have the right to have an extradition hearing on this warrant within 90 days after today. Second, as part of the whole extradition process, you have the right to insist that a governor's warrant be literally signed by the governors of each state before you can be taken to Missouri without your consent. Third, you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense to represent you in the Arizona extradition proceedings. You do have a constitutional right to a lawyer in Missouri for the criminal case, but this is not a criminal case. Extradition is a civil case, so you just have the right to hire a lawyer or to represent yourself.
So the court here would not be about the charges at all?
Nope.
Okay.
It's only about whether Missouri has the right to take you back.
Yes, ma'am. Now I go to Cottleville to deal with that.
You fight the charges in Missouri.
In Missouri,
correct. And that's where you have the constitutional right to a lawyer. If you can't afford one, they will appoint one for you because your liberty is at stake there.
In Missouri.
So, fourth right is if you don't waive, and I'm going to talk about waiving in a second, you do have the right to bail, meaning if you do not agree to go back, that's consenting. You sign a waiver, you agree to give up all of the rights I just told you, and you agree to go back. If you don't waive your rights, your 4 rights, I will set bail in the amount of $50,000 secured. It means you can use a bail bondsman.
To pay the fine.
Right. And pursuant to their order, I am going to order no contact with the alleged victim. It is literally written into their warrant. So if you were living with her yesterday,
she's living.
You can't live with her tomorrow.
I can tell her because she lives with me.
Right. You can't tell her anything. You can't contact her.
If she lives, okay.
So you may have, if you bond out for this 50,
yes,
you may literally have to go stay in an Airbnb. So.
Okay.
And, wait a minute. I apologize. They said it cash. Nope. I'm gonna do it as cash. Hold on. Sorry. It's very clear in the warrant. And so that, that also reads to me like, I know I'm from Missouri, but they're worried about you. I'm gonna put one of them as cash. I'm gonna note just for the our extradition judge as. Okay. All right, just making that clear. So it is dollar for dollar, 50,000. All right, that's if you don't agree to go back, because the whole purpose of telling you any of this at this hearing is some people want to waive extradition as fast as they can because it starts a clock running against the other state. But you never have to waive extradition. We just give you an opportunity. You can waive extradition at any later hearing between now and your actual extradition hearing. The judge will take your waiver. You just agree to just end the extradition proceeding in Arizona and agree to go back. So if you do not waive extradition, if you keep all of those rights, hearing within 90 days, governor's warrant signed by both governors. You get to hire a lawyer at your own expense, and you get a $50,000 cash bond.
That's if I don't waive it?
If you don't waive it. If you keep all your rights, I'm going to give you a next court date in extradition court. It's May 12th, 1:30 in the afternoon. That is not your extradition hearing. You're going to have at least 2 hearings in front of our extradition judge. They do a 30-day and a 60-day just to make sure everything's on track to actually have the extradition hearing before 90.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll set your first hearing May 12th at 1:30, and I'll give you that $50,000 cash bond, and we're done. You've kept all of your rights. You could waive on May 12th if you wanted. You don't have to. You could also choose to waive today if you wanted to. It's totally up to you. And agree to give up all those rights. You give up the right to an extradition hearing. You give up the right to get a governor's warrant. You give up, you always have the right to hire a lawyer. There just won't be any court proceedings.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you will not have any more court dates and you will not have any bond. It starts a 30-day clock. If you agree to go back, we hold you no bond for 30 calendar days to see if they come and get you. That waiver, the 30 days, starts the day after you waive, provided you don't have any Arizona charges or holds.
Correct.
I don't see any, but I don't know what might be lurking out there to hit the system. So I have to tell you that. Once you're done with any Arizona charges or holds, Missouri will have 30 calendar days to come and get you. You do not get bail that entire time. From the moment that you waive, you're held no bond until the 31st day.
I would like to try to have my bond.
Okay, fine. I won't even finish. No, if you're like, you want to keep your rights, then great. Okay.
Yes, man. I work for J.P. Morgan. I do not want to lose my job for being here 30 days. So, yeah.
All right. Okay, so your court date is May 12th at 1:30. As I said, your bond is the $50,000. We just need to print that up. We're going to give you a copy of your rights, but you keep all of them.
And it could not be changed from the cash.
Now, when they ordered it cash, talk to the extradition judge, and I will tell you, there's a public defender assigned to extradition court. She is not appointed to your case unless the extradition judge agrees to do that. She has the discretion. I do not. But it's not your right to have a court-appointed lawyer, but there is a public defender who works in extradition court. You could talk to her on the 12th. She can give you legal advice, even if she's not individually assigned to your case yet. So you could talk to her, but you always have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense. You can do that today.
Okay, perfect. And also, am I eligible to pay bond, try to go for bond today as well?
Correct, absolutely. Yeah, you have access to a phone. I mean, they're not great at this facility, but if you get moved to another one, I hear that the phones work better at the proper jails.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So I've got one house call, and then we're going to finish up. And that is Brandon. Okay, thanks. Brandon Coy, board 62192. The information I have from the sheriff's office is that he was isolated for bizarre behavior. And so I'm going to go see Mr. Coy and tell him he got arrested for possessing dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia possession, class 6 felony. And that I did find probable cause for this. I'm appointing a lawyer. And right now I'm hoping I can follow the risk score recommendation, which is to release him on his own recognizance. To go to a status conference May 15th at 8:30 and preliminary hearing May 19th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I'll go over all this with him when I see him to conduct the initial appearance in-house immediately after this recording. But if anything changes, then my final order will reflect the court's ultimate decision in the case. I'm not going to update the recording. All right, Mr. Wyatt, are you alone there? Okay, you go ahead, come in. Right here, sir. All right, may I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Jordan Lee Wyatt, November 30th, 1986.
Okay, thanks. You are here on a new case and 2 probation holds. In the new case, you were arrested for possession of a weapon by a prohibited person and possession of drug paraphernalia. Those are both class 4 felonies. And drug paraphernalia possession, a class 6 felony. Also, failing to provide identification when a registered sex offender is contacted by police, that's a class 6 felony, and criminal trespassing, a class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you in this case. Your next court date for this new case will be a status conference May 6th at 8:30 in the morning, with a preliminary hearing May 8th at 8:30 in the morning. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court. You are on probation in 2 different felony cases, and the probation department will be filing petitions to revoke your probation in both cases, based at least in part on this new case. Reading the probation notes, it appears there will likely be quite a few technical violations added as well. But at a minimum, they're going to file because of the new felony case. So you'll have a lawyer in probation court also. And I am giving you 3 court dates next week. The first 2 are in the brand new case, the weapons and drugs case. That's a status conference May 6th at 8:30, preliminary hearing May 8th at 8:30. Then in the probation case, you'll go in between, which is Wednesday, May 7th at 8:30. That's for a revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing. In each of your probation cases, the court finds that you will, in all reasonable probability, be revoked to prison in one or both of those cases. And so you do not have bond in your probation cases today. In the new case, the weapons case, you have a $10,000 secured appearance bond and written conditions. Those do include calling your PO within 24 hours of any release, but you are still being held no bond in your probation cases.
May I speak? So, the criminal trespass, my probation told me to stay there. I had paperwork.
I read about the notes, and so that's one that it looks like that wasn't the correct place, but that is the class 3 misdemeanor, and the court is not particularly worried about that charge. That didn't drive my decision at all.
And the
So
left side.
I'm just saying that, like, talk to your lawyer about that, as far as I could tell, that wasn't the correct location, but that, again, as I said, that doesn't really move the needle on the release decision.
Well, I have no probation violation as of right now. Right?
Oh, no, there appear to be quite a few that they just haven't filed yet. No, when I read the notes, Mr. White, it sounds like you were substantially not complying. So I believe there will be more, but for purposes of today, I'm basing my decision only on the allegation of the new felonies. So I'm just warning you, I think there's going to be other violations alleged, but right now, I've just found probable cause that you violated term 1 of probation, which is do not commit new crimes.
May I speak on that half, though?
You're probably likely to say something that could incriminate you, though. And if you're trying to get me to release you, Mr. Wyatt, that is really a low chance. And in return, you might incriminate yourself. Do you understand that?
Right. Well, that's fine, because I had no way of this. The gun it's not even a looking gun. It's in pieces.
Well, they will have to show that it is to a beyond a reasonable doubt. So you and your lawyer can find out what the state has to disclose on that. All right. Everything's going to be on your paperwork, Mr. Wyatt. We're going to get you a copy of that. You step out to your left. Okay. All right. Then anybody looking for the record about Mr. Coy? Let me right there. That was going to be about 5 minutes ago on this recording. I talked about seeing Mr. Coy as a house call. All right, then with that, we are going to stand in recess until 2 p.m. this afternoon.